What's up? It's GoldenEye, and welcome to a new series of Geometry Dash. I remember the power video when I announced it 0x. It's gonna be now playing. March passes, so I decided to make it on April 26th. So let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Let's be the first. Shut up, Meg. Get out the way. Get out the way. Oh, Peter Griffin. Oh, bro. I quit. Watch out for those triple doo-doo. What from those dashy games? I'll make his face. That's his face. And check out Infinity Gaming. I don't think he has uploaded. It's so sad for Infinity Gaming. He has his new head. My cousin Leisha made this. It's not a YouTuber. I hate that level. I hate that video game, I swear. And today will be a double gameplay, so yeah. Oh, and check the light over 0x. the movie I made. So yeah, I'm gonna announce part 5, the last one, 2017 August. No, June, August. It's August 26th. Who here remembers Subway Surfer? Guess what? I am playing.
Jelani, is this yours?
It's my brother.
Jelani! Oh!
Well, here's Naruto's a must. It's a show I watched, Naruto Shippuden. I'm done the kid versions. I'm on the teenager one, which is called Shippuden. Who made me a dinosaur? I don't know what happened to the voice, but oh well. Da, 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 da. Oh, I forgot my entrance. What's up, guys? It's GoldenEye, and welcome to a new series of Subway Surfer. So yeah, the next video, which is tomorrow, well, I'm gonna be playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this how I wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay at Five Nights at Freddy's? Is this how I wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay at Five Nights at Freddy's? Sorry, let me sing the whole song. Ding, 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 oh, oh, ding, 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 ding. We're waiting at since you had so much fun in that night. I was on another job. Most of the time we were pretty alone. That's why we stop so much people and we creep around for one type reason. Also, I am mostly indoors and make stuff for home. Better close those doors. When it brown, we don't know what you're thinking. We are alone, that's all we lost control. When I met a diner rule. When I met a song, 10 by 87. What do you want to say? Supposed to be going 4 nights at Freddy's. This I wanna be, I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 4 nights at Freddy's? This I wanna be, I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 4 nights at Freddy's? And it's up and I know what you're thinking. You hate me, well, that's what you know. So you done found another job. And I'm back. So yeah, I'm gonna play a song.
You guys are stupid. You're gonna blow me when I'm in the gas station.
Alright, let me finish the game, then I'm gonna finish playing. I'm playing the song, so yeah.
I'll tell you Daddy now. Oh, you are. Go on and accept your apology, man.
I did. Huh? Lonnie, do you really think I'm actually doing that? Lonnie. Why would I believe this? Why would I be with this? Yeah. No, I'm not. No, to do what?
I'm gonna play on it. Shut up.
I'm going to military base right now.
I was uploading 2 videos. Alright, now let's listen to the song. Now please everybody enjoy. Well, that was the But it's ready song. Now let me show. And this is the money song.
Our company, you play again, and it's usually mean to be the first disturbing being that you see. They tore me apart, they used me for parts, they took away my face, they took away my arm. No, injustice isn't chicken and the bear. Even the fox didn't go through
Well, I was not reacting. I just wanted to show you guys the song. So yeah, just because I wanted to show you guys like some about Five Nights at Freddy's. Now there's this YouTuber that shows the facts about Five Nights at Freddy's, and his name is, and that person is Mike, the master of all known
Good
Five
things come
Nights
from
at
Kellogg's All Brand. Like our high-fiber smoothie recipe.
I'm not reacting.
Find us online to see what else is in the box.
Hey guys, it's Mike here. You may be wondering why you're seeing this video again, even though it was uploaded before. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I had to delete this video because it had fan art in it, but now I'm putting it back up online without any fan art. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up in case you were wondering why you saw the video again. But without further ado, I hope you guys will enjoy. Hey, what is up guys? It is Mike here, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 10 facts about Foxy in Five Nights at Freddy's. The idea for this video was suggested by YouTube user Cordelia Reynolds, so thanks. So up at number 10 is that we can actually determine Foxy's height using some simple mathematics. We know that the height of the average piece of paper is about 11 inches. So if we take this image of Foxy running past the hallway, and we take the height of one of the papers on the walls and compare it to Foxy's head, we can calculate that his head is roughly 16 inches. And so then if we take this picture of Foxy standing in the parts and service room in the second game as reference, we can compare the proportions of his head to the rest of his body to calculate that he is about 56 inches tall, or 4.6666 feet. And then for fact number 9 is that Foxy is hands down the most beloved animatronic in the whole series. If you don't believe me, just go do a quick Google search and notice the sheer amount of fan art, videos, and fan fiction that people made for Foxy. It is staggering. So why do people love Foxy so much? Well, my explanation for this is that first of all, he looks much less creepy and uncanny than the other animatronics. Second of all, he's also kind of the underdog. I mean, he's, all scrapped up, he's isolated, and he is sort of discontinued. So yeah, it kind of makes him more badass, and also finally, he's a freaking pirate. And now for number 8 is that we can determine that Foxy's speed is about 13.7 meters per second, aka 45 feet per second. How do we know this? Well, the average width of a door is about 40 inches, and Foxy of course runs past the door in the hallway. And so if we compare that, and since Foxy takes about 1 second to run through the hallway, we can come up with this number, which of course is 13.7 meters per second. And now for number 7 is that when the first game came out, most people believed that Foxy was responsible for the bite of 87. However, when the second game came out, a lot of evidence pointed against that. First of all, Foxy was discontinued in the second game, and he was kept mostly in the back room, which would have made it very hard for him to bite a child. And second of all, even if Foxy did find a way to bite a child, that would have meant that the whole line of old animatronics would have been discontinued. However, of course, they weren't, and it was the toy animatronics that got discontinued, which means that the one who caused the bite was probably one of them. And then for fact number 6 is that there is a very, very popular theory that Foxy might actually be a good guy. And this sort of ties into fact number 9, which is that, of course, almost everybody loves Foxy. But yeah, the reasoning behind this theory is that in the first game, when Foxy attacks you, he doesn't actually jump in your face like all the other animatronics. Instead, he just kind of leans in through the doorway and screams, which according to the theory is caused by a malfunctioning voice box, after which the player dies due to a heart attack instead of actually being killed by Foxy. And then for fact number 5 is that even though a lot of people believe that Foxy's jaw is broken, there is actually one piece of evidence that points to the contrary. If you look at Foxy's jump scare animation in the first game and you pause at the very beginning, you will see that his jaw is actually closed right before opening it to do the jump scare, and so he actually has control over his jaw, and it's not permanently stuck open like a lot of people believe it to be. And then for fact number 4 is this could be actually a bug on Scott's part, but in the very first game, in the very first night, Foxy can technically attack you. If you don't check the cameras for about a minute, it is possible that Foxy will actually start running towards you and jump scare you. And this is actually kind of weird because in the very first night, the phone guy doesn't mention Foxy to you. It only mentions him in the second night, and we all know, of course, that the phone guy acts as your tutorial. And then for fact number 3 is that you can technically stop Foxy in mid-animation while he's jump scaring you by running out of power. And yeah, you can see this happen in Markiplier's fail compilation video.
Whoa, that's new! Power cut off Foxy's little entrance there.
So yeah, that is the only occurrence that I know of recorded on video, but of course it does prove that it is possible. But of course, don't ever try to rely on it because it does require millisecond luck timing. And then for fact number 2 is that many people believe that Foxy is actually based on the Foxy Colleen character from Showbiz Pizza. They both obviously have a lot of similar traits. I mean, they obviously have the exact same name, and also both foxes, and they have very similar ears, and just generally have a very similar physical appearance. But they do also obviously have a few differences. For example, in the game, Foxy is a pirate, unlike Foxy Colleen, and Foxy is a male, while Foxy Colleen is a female. So yeah, obviously I'm not saying that they're the exact same, just that Scott probably took inspiration from Foxy Colleen. And now finally for fact number 1, I was actually quite surprised when I heard about this, and that is that Foxy can actually sing, and you can actually hear him sing sometimes in the first game. From what I know, there doesn't seem to be any way to make him sing. It seems to be just completely random, but when he does sing, here's what he sounds like. And we know it's him because the audio gets louder when you activate the Pirate Cove camera. But anyway, thanks for watching my top 10 facts about Foxy video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And otherwise, why not subscribe for more daily top 10s and Five Nights at Freddy's videos. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
Alright, though. Yeah.
You know, I tried one of these bargain paper towels.
Alright, that was the Foxy fact. Now let's move on to the Bonnie fact.
Hey guys, it's Mike here. This is a re-upload of a video that I made before without the fan art, so please enjoy. Hey, what is up guys? It is Mike here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 facts about Bonnie in Five Nights at Freddy's. This idea was just by Monica Eats Children. What the hell? So up at fact number 10 is that Bonnie's eyes sometimes are red and sometimes are white. It is unclear why they change colors like that. And you might say, well Smike, it's probably because of the flashlight. Because of the light projected on his face, it might seem like that causes his eyes to seem more white. However, there are cases where even though he has light on his face, his eyes stay red, such as, for example, the main hall. And there are also cases where even though he has no light on his face, they still appear white, like for example in the main menu. And then for fact number 9 is that Bonnie doesn't have any eyebrows. You can't see it in the second game because of course Bonnie's face is gone, but you can see it very clearly in the first game, and he's actually the only animatronic in the first game not to have any eyebrows. And yeah, in my opinion, this makes him very creepy, and it's one of the reasons why I consider him to be the scariest animatronic. And then for number 8 is that Bonnie was actually the very first animatronic to have been created by Scott Cawthon. In an interview with Click Team, Scott said that while he was testing the game in its very early stages, he once lowered the camera and saw Bonnie's still face in front of him. He didn't expect it to be there, and so he jumped. And that's when he knew he had something interesting. Man, I love how such a great game mechanic originated from such a simple accident. You know, now that I think of it, this is probably one of the best examples of a bug that became a feature. And then for fact number 7 is that if you look at the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 trailer, you will see that Bonnie is actually running down the hallway. But of course, this is not in the main game. Why this is the case is unclear. One possibility might be that Scott was trying to hide Foxy from the public to keep it as a surprise for when people play the game, so it's more scary. Or another possibility is that when Scott made the trailer, Foxy wasn't even created, and that he ended up making Foxy very late in development. And that would actually make sense, since Foxy is the only animatronic in the game that doesn't have any complex AI and instead just uses a set path, and so would take less time to develop. And then for fact number 6 is that Bonnie has the same exact body as Freddy, except it's just purple. And I think this is a great example of how Scott is very good, at working smart and saving himself a lot of work. Because when you're a solo developer, you can't afford to go crazy and make a big, complicated game. You have to be really smart about what you spend your time on, that kind of stuff. Especially considering that a complicated game, you have to be
Let me show you Bonnie's
time to
body.
develop. And then for fact number 6.
You see, it's the same. But Bonnie's is just bigger and Freddy's is skinnier. So yeah, they both had the same body. Yeah.
Is that Bonnie has the same exact body as Freddy, except it's just purple. And I think this is a great example of how Scott is very good, at working smart and saving himself a lot of work. Because when you're a solo developer, you can't afford to go crazy and make a big, complicated game. You have to be really smart about what you spend your time on, that kind of stuff. Especially considering that Scott is doing not just the coding, but also the art, the game design, the level design, the sound design, everything pretty much, even the marketing. So, you know, it's a lot of work. And then number 5 is, have you ever wondered what Bonnie would look like in the second game if he had his face? Well, this is what he would look like. And we know this is what he would look like because Bonnie is actually just Freddy with a few differences. So yeah, this is pretty much Freddy's head, without of course the black dots under the nose, without the eyebrows, with different ears, and finally of course without the top hat. And then for fact number 4 is that in the first game, when you get to night 4, Bonnie starts to groan, or maybe rather moan in a very creepy way. It isn't exactly clear what causes it. Nothing really in the story tells it specifically. Some people think it's, you know, their voice boxes acting up. However, it seems too human to be that. But also another popular and quite likely theory is that the moans actually come from the souls of the dead children who possessed the animatronics after, of course, they were stuffed into them. Creepy stuff. And then for fact number 3 is that it is entirely possible that Bonnie is based on Mr. Munch from Chuck E. Cheese. Just like Bonnie, Mr. Munch is purple and also he has a sort of similar body type. As I'm doing these top 10 lists, I kind of realized that a lot of these animatronics are inspired by real life mascots, which I imagine must be pretty creepy if you used to go to, say, Chuck E. Cheese when you were a kid. I guess this is one of the reasons why Five Nights at Freddy's is so popular. And then for fact number 2 is that Bonnie is present in more hallucinations than any other animatronic in the whole series. I mean, think about it. He's present in the It's Me hallucinations in the first game. He's present in the death screen, and also he's present in the various visions/cutscenes in the second game. And this reinforces what I said many times before, which is that Bonnie is quite possibly the scariest animatronic in the whole series. Oh man, I can't imagine how many kids must have nightmares because of Bonnie.
Also, if you realize over here,
My brother's recording.
it's bigger, but then over here, let me just find it. But over here,
Yeah, I'll get it.
but
In the second game,
here,
and this reinforces what I said many times before, which is that Bonnie is quite possibly the scariest animatronic in the whole series. Oh man, I can't imagine how many kids must have
gone
nightmares.
skinnier. It's like Bonnie went to the gym. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was joking. Bonnie got skinnier,
Already go.
so that makes Bonnie the scariest animatronic actually.
I know.
The scariest animatronic. Yeah, so yeah, Bonnie is awesome. So yeah, everyone likes Bonnie. Same with Foxy. Everyone loves Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, let's finish.
Nightmares because of Bonnie. Oh, and by the way, you know who else has nightmares because of Bonnie? This leads me to fact number 1, which is that Scott Cawthon actually had nightmares because of Bonnie.
The
That's
creator
right, the game's
of Five Nights at
developer
Freddy's is
considers
Scott.
Bonnie to be the scariest animatronic in the whole series, and he even said so in an interview with one of the Wikia organizers. He even goes to say that the other animatronics never really scared him. Huh, this just made me think of something. Maybe all of the hallucinations in the games all come from Scott's nightmares. Whoa, that's some creepy stuff right there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, why not click on my face to subscribe for more videos?
So yeah, let's just move on to the Freddy fact.
Hey guys, it's Mike here. This is a re-upload of a video that I made before without the fan art, so please enjoy. Hey, what is up guys? It is Mike here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 facts about Freddy Fazbear. This idea was suggested by YouTube user Sharkcaster Wood, so thanks man. So up number 10 is that Freddy has a strange handprint on his face. It is unknown what is the cause behind it, but some people speculate that this might be evidence that Freddy caused the bite of 87. Maybe whoever got bitten tried to push him back, you know? Or maybe the mark was left by Phone Guy when he was killed, which could make sense because technically Phone Guy was killed before he even started working there. I mean, yeah, you hear it on night 4, yes, but the recordings have actually been recorded 1 week before he started. So yeah, as you can see, there are many possibilities for what the handprint means, but we don't know for sure. Maybe Scott will reveal that in the third game, who knows? And then for fact number 9 is that Freddy is the only animatronic to feature 2 jump scares. No other animatronic in the whole series does that, and I do mean 2 jump scares in one game. And of course, I am referring to the first game where he can jump scare you at the end when you lose, or he can jump scare you at any time if you are past night 2. And in my opinion, that particular jump scare is the scariest jump scare in the first game. I swear, I almost got a heart attack when I got that one. And then number 8 is that there is a very strange poster of Freddy ripping off his own head, which might replace the usual Freddy poster in the first game. It is unclear whether that particular poster was put there just to, spook you out, or whether it has any actual meaning behind it. But somebody recently posted a comment that I found interesting, where he said that the reason why Freddy rips off his own head is possibly because the kid that possesses him is trying to escape and, move on to the afterlife, possibly. And number 7 is that Freddy Fazbear looks strangely similar to Disney's Henry. Henry is a 7-foot-tall brown bear who serves as the master of ceremonies for the Disney theme park called Country Bear Jamboree. I mean, look at him. He looks so similar. He's brown. His tummy is a slightly lighter color. He has a bow tie. He has a top hat. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Freddy Fazbear was heavily inspired by Henry. And number 6 is that it is quite possible that the reason why Freddy Fazbear doesn't move in the first 2 nights is because he is studying the player the same way that a predator studies its prey before attacking. And then after the first 2 nights, he even sort of starts messing with you a little bit. He doesn't just directly attack you, you'll notice.
Which make that once the predator sees the prey, it studies it. And then it moves slowly. And then, boom, gets it. So yeah, it studies stuff. That's what people say a lot. Freddy is the smartest animatronic. All of them are smart.
This sort of supports the fact that Freddy is pretty much the alpha male in the group, and he is the smartest, and he even likes to mess with you. He doesn't just mindlessly attack you, immediately when he sees you. The best example I have for this is, at the end of the first game, when he could kill you really easily, he rather plays his music to, tease you, and he only attacks after. And then for fact number 5 is that Freddy has more counterparts than any other animatronic. He has Toy Freddy, he has the Purple Shadow Freddy, and finally he has the Golden Freddy. This makes sense, of course, because he is pretty much the main antagonist. I mean, after all, the game itself is named after him. Of course, 2 of his counterparts are possibly illusions or hallucinations. Of course, I'm referring to Golden Freddy and even more so, Shadow Freddy. Fazzacaz. Fozzie Bear is a very popular Muppet who himself was actually named after Fazzacaz. And Fazzacaz was one of the pioneers behind the animatronic system for Muppets. He was responsible for developing the eye mechanisms for Muppets such as Big Bird, and also he was behind the rods and cable control systems used to control small characters such as Rizzo the Rat and Doozers. And then fact number 3 is that Scott actually said that Freddy Fazbear wasn't supposed to move at all, and that originally he was just supposed to stay on the show stage and only to attack you after you run out of power, like he does in Night 1 and 2. But then he decided to give Freddy more importance, since after all, the whole game is named after him, and so that's why he decided to give him a special AI, where he actually actively hunts and stalks you rather than just stay in the back. And then for fact number 2 is that Freddy seems to like to hide in the women's restroom. Oh, Freddy, you perv. It is unknown why exactly he does this, but one possibility is that maybe the kid who was stuffed into Freddy and therefore possessed him was actually a girl. And so then maybe therefore he has the conscience of a little girl. And also in the second game, Freddy does something similar to this, where he actually hangs around near the women's restroom without going in. This might be a little wink on Scott's part, as reference to the first game. And now finally for fact number 1 is, that song that Freddy plays at the end of the night when you lose power? Well, that song is actually called Toreador March, also known in French as Votre toast, je peux vous le rendre. This song, in its lyrics, describes various situations in the bull ring, and according to Wikipedia, it represents the cheering of the crowds and the fame that comes with victory. And so in that sense, it might represent a celebration on Freddy's part for winning this sort of quote-unquote contest, and that he is about to kill you. And also I found interesting that in the song's chorus, you can hear, and think well, yes, think as you are fighting, that a dark eye is watching you. So maybe a parallel could be drawn between this sentence and Freddy's eyes. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I honestly appreciate it. And otherwise, why not subscribe?
Alright, let's move on to the Chica fact.
Hey guys, it's Mike here. This is a re-upload of my top 10 Chica Facts video, which was removed due to having fan art in it. So this version has no fan art. So please enjoy. Hey, what is it? It's Mike here, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 Chica Facts in Five Nights at Freddy's. This idea was suggested by Urban Ninja 13. So up number 10 is that the word chica in Spanish actually means girl. And the reason why this is relevant is because chica is the only